Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, a veteran in this channel, welcome back for yet another exciting episode of Vlogmas. As you can see guys, I went all out, okay? Like I even got this cutie from Crazy Store. I think it was around 30 rands. And I was like, honey, it's time, you know? And so in today's video, I'm going to tell you guys a story time. This is one of the most embarrassing stories in my life, okay? And it takes courage to be sitting here and, you know, telling you guys about the story, because at that time it wasn't funny at all. And I still laugh today though. Like, it's embarrassing, but it's also funny. Like, I still laugh even today because you're just like, yo, things happened, okay? So let me tell you before I blurb and whatnot. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. For Vlogmas, it will be every day at 7. Every day. By every day, I mean Monday to like Friday. And the reason why I've sort of been skipping Saturdays and Sundays, it's because the bug. The bug, okay? The flu bug, okay? Which we all know that it might not be a flu bug, but it is what it is. I had flu, and honestly, it was just a load. It was a load for one person. And so I couldn't do Saturdays and Sundays. I normally just use those to rest because honestly, during the week, it's quite busy. So let's get on to the most embarrassing story in my life, because these things happen, you know. So the year was... Okay, the year was 2018. June 2018. I don't remember like the specific date or the specific, you know, days. What had happened was, I normally used to take a bus from home to Joburg and then catch a flight from Joburg to Cape Town. That's how I used to travel when I was still like a UCT student. Like, that's how I used to do it, right? And then, well, normally if I'm coming from Cape Town to Joburg, I will either stay at my sister's place, stay at my cousin's place, and then like the following day catch a bus, or like 2 days after catch a bus, then go back home. So it's one of those days with, you know, end of the semester, we're going home, it's fun, it's nice. So I pass by my sister's place. And then when I got there in the morning, right, before going to the bus station, the morning after, before going to the bus station, she prepares a healthy breakfast for me. I mean, at that time, I was also very into, you know, I want to eat healthy type of vibe. And this girl prepares breakfast for me. And it was, I will never forget, it was double cream plain yogurt and fruits. So like your strawberries and your apples, your peaches. Like, it was nice. It was a nice fruit salad, right? And I remember saying, I don't really like, you know, double cream plain yogurt, but since this is what you have and, you know, we're pushing the healthy agenda, why not? No, I chowed. That was okay. Mind you, I have to do a bus trip for like 6 hours, right? Okay, fine. We get to Pretoria, Boston in Bosman in Pretoria, not Boston, Bosman in Pretoria. We get there and then buy the ticket, get into the bus, and then I saw this other friend of mine, Chipiwa. Chipiwa was also traveling back home as well, right? And then we decided we're gonna sit at the back anyway. So we sit all the way. I think we were literally the second row from the back seat. That's how close we were to the back. You know how big a bus is, right? City to city, by the way. Okay, so we leave Bosman and we start like 30 minutes into the bus ride. I start feeling funny. Like my stomach is misbehaving. When you're about to I'm laughing. When you're about to have a running tummy, but you're not sure what it is. At the same time, I was just like, okay, I'm expecting to get my periods. So I don't know, is this period pain? Is this like my stomach acting up? I wasn't sure. And I told Chippy, I was like, bruh, like I'm feeling funny. My stomach is doing crazy things. He was like, no, try to sleep it out. You'll be fine, right? Okay, cool. We travel 30 minutes in. I'm like, something is wrong. And then, okay, fine. We travel a bit. An hour in, I'm like, yeah, right now I can't even sit. Like, because when you're seated, you're like squeezing your intestines and stuff. So at that point, I was like, I cannot sit. So I stood up. Mind you, it's the whole bus. It's full. Nakona, it's full. It's the whole bus, and I'm at the back. But no one, people are minding their own business, so it's fine. I'm just standing there, right? And then I stand, bruh, I pray. I'm like touching my stomach. I'm like, please. The last thing that I need is to tell the driver to stop this bus. Can we just, you do have those stops and whatnot when you're going back home using a bus. So Mina, I was like, you know what, I'll hold this in until we get to that first stop where people will go to the bathroom, buy like, food and stuff. I was like, it's fine, I can wait it out. Yo, like 1 hour 30 minutes into the ride, I was like, I cannot do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. And Lapo Chipiwa is sleeping, right? So he's on the other side next to the window. He is sleeping. And at that point, I didn't consult anyone. At that point, it was between me and my stomach. Me and my stomach, we knew what we were feeling. We knew what we were feeling at that point, okay? And then I literally rushed to the driver, walked all the way from the back seat to the driver, and I was like, I need a bathroom. Let me tell you something about that moment. Let me tell you something about that moment when I went to that driver to say I need a bathroom. I had zero shame, and I knew we were like in the middle of nowhere, so it wasn't a thing of there's a garage nearby. We just literally in the middle of nowhere, there are bushes, and at that point I didn't have shame. There was no shame. I had so much courage. Like I had so much courage at that moment. I was like, there's no way that I am actually going to release myself inside the bus. It wasn't gonna happen. It had to be outside. And so the driver is like, yo, Makadzi, so you can't hold it anymore. I was like, driver, I held this thing from the moment we started the ride. Like right now, I cannot. If you don't want to mess in this bus, please do something. And then the bus stops. The funny thing is, the bus is stopping. That's the moment where I realized I don't even have toilet paper. Like I literally left everything at the back, where I was sitting. I didn't even have toilet paper. And then there was this lady behind the driver. Because I turned back, I was like, toilet paper, anyone? I'm telling you at that point, shameless. I was shameless. I was like, toilet paper, anyone? And then got the toilet paper. The lady gave me toilet paper, and she was like, here it is. I went out. Mind you, now the bus has stopped. Like it literally came to a standstill because baby girl has to go out and relieve herself because it's that lit. So I walk out. They opened the doors. I walk out of the bus. I went although a bit like further back where people cannot see me. And the thing is, where we are, it's like filled with grass and small bushes, so people can low-key still see you. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just find a small shrub and I will hide behind that shrub, help myself, and then go back to the bus. I took my time, shame, I think 5-6 minutes, right? And then now people in the bus are wondering, First of all, those who were sleeping are now awake because why is the bus standing still? I mean, if I was also one of the people in the bus, I would be curious, like, why did the bus stop, right? And then number two, I mean, those who saw what happened are talking, they're telling those who didn't, right? It's a whole commotion, people are talking there. And then I have to come back now, right? I remember I was wearing a white top, a vest, and leggings, blue leggings, and I had like a cardigan on top, a summerish cardigan on top, and I was also wearing a hat, a fedora if I'm not mistaken. So I walk back in, and then I give the lady her toilet paper. I give the lady her toilet paper, and then I said thank you to the driver, thank you to everyone, and then I did my walk of shame, going back to my seat, right? And then when I went back to my seat, Chifuwa made fun of me. He was like, yo, you didn't even tell me when you were going that things, I was like, things were rough. At that moment, I knew that I had to do something. Things were hectic. Like, I knew my stomach was not having it anymore. And then I literally just slept all the way. And then I think we got to the stop, the food stop, 2 hours later. So I knew I wouldn't have held it for that long. And this lady came to me. People were so sweet, shame. I think they know. They know it's hectic. Like, they know it's intense. They know how intense it is. People were really, really, friendly. And this lady came to me and she was like, buy yourself some Coke, shake it up before you drink it, and avoid to eating other things and stuff because already your stomach is upset, but you should be fine. And I bought the Coca-Cola as she advised. I drank, and the whole trip nothing happened. But the funny thing is, after everything, when we got off last stop back at home, when we got off by Venda Plaza, Toyando, I saw like a lot of people that I went to high school with. So that was the embarrassing part because it wasn't a bus filled with people I don't know. I mean, if it was only strangers, it was embarrassing enough that I had to go out and relieve myself and still come back to the same bus and then, travel 4 more hours with the same people. But just seeing people that were like juniors when I was senior in high school, and also I was a bit famous in high school, that also was the embarrassing part. I was just like, yo, oh my gosh. But when I needed to relieve myself, that didn't matter. Nature was calling, I had to respond, and it was tough. It was it was really, really, really tough, if we have to be honest. That was really tough and embarrassing. And yeah, so normally before bus rides and stuff, I normally just avoid double cream plain yogurt because I know it upsets my stomach, and I try to, if I can, I avoid eating like at all, because or I can just buy Coke and drink Coke, because bus travels, guys, I had to literally call a whole entire bus to come to a standstill, and then people had to wait for me to do my thing, and then I had to come back. Yeah, I know. Even to this day, that is like the most embarrassing moment in my life, because wow, it happened once, though it has never happened again. I hope it won't happen again. I hope it won't happen again, because that was really embarrassing. But I've told you guys about my embarrassing story. So have Coke whenever you're traveling. If you know your stomach acts up, get yourself some Coca-Cola, you'll be fine. And tell me about your embarrassing story as well. I want to hear about your embarrassing story in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love you guys so much. I will see you in the next video. Oh, bye.